At 6 o'clock, we're going to show you how it directly affects you throughout the inland Northwest. We are also going to travel north to Tonasket, where the chief Tonasket apple processing plant was slated to be shut down. News 4 has learned late this afternoon that there may be some good news for apple growers and for the 80 people who work in that plant. We will be back here with all of that for you tonight on massive layoffs. The plywood mill here laying off more than 250 people and threats of layoffs at an apple processing plant. In fact, let me show you the paper here. They call it a double whammy. Washington Veneer, mill sites depressed market, and Chief Tonasket both closed. Lack of apples is to blame. We're going to get to the mill story in just a moment, but we want to begin in Tonasket, some 27 miles up the road here. They expected they were going to be forced to close, some 80 people losing their jobs. But we were there just after lunch today when the chairman of the board made this surprise announcement.
We had, I guess you could call it a miracle happen this morning. There's a good possibility that we won't be out of business.
Henry Wilson and the other apple growers had just about given up hope. After more than 70 years in business, the Chief Tonasket apple processing plant was slated to close because so many growers were cutting down their orchards and getting out of the business.
The industry as a whole is in bad shape.
But a major grower has come to the rescue. He's agreed to supply the co-op with enough apples to breathe new life into this business.
We're not out of the woods, but we're headed that way.
That may be some very, very good news for the Chief Tonasket Apple Growers Co-op. It had, of course, as I said, been slated to close. Now, here in Omak, the pain is much different. It's being felt all over this community because of the closure of the plant today. Just talked with some people who went by who said it is completely closed, and now their fear is that the welfare offices are going to be full. 250 some jobs. The final notices went out early today.